Greetings, Cancer, and welcome. This is your reading, meant to find you. And we're going to be using an oracle deck from this beautiful Green Witches Oracle. And we're going to tap into nature today and see what it is that you need to know right now for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I hope you're doing wonderfully well. And this is meant to find you for a reason, to gain insight as you walk in nature. And even if you're in an urban nature sanctuary, you're going to receive a lot of connections to the earth and messages. And you might have been receiving a message in winter, something you thought about a lot during this winter season, maybe starting at the end of 2024 and coming into the winter. And now we're coming almost into the summer solstice in the next few days. So this is the opposite of winter. The red cardinal could be important. Icicles, tracks in the snow. Just that time, if you reflect back, that there was an ending, a recharging, reflection, and what you were reflecting on were the buds. Well, you were in the winter reflecting on what was coming right now, and here we are. We're in the budding. We're already budded, and so there is this new beginning that is already happening. Cancer, you can feel it. You're expanding, you're budding. You could be seeing the buds around you and just knowing that whatever happened and ending in the winter, or an old belief system or a pattern that you were in, a job, a relationship, something ended in the winter and you took time to reflect on it. And now you're ready for a new beginning of expansion because you're looking in the trunk of the tree. That could be something very significant for one of you, the trunk of a tree. Even the trunk of a car, the trunk, your own torso. Finding that stability. And you're coming into a loyalty, maybe with this new beginning, something's budding in an intimate relationship. And so there is expansion, but you're finding that loyalty and reliability. And it's going to bring in wisdom and growth. And it's coming also with a potion, where you could be taking tinctures or herbs or plants or flowers and working with them just in your own kitchen. Or it doesn't have to be a big business, but that's something you're connecting to with and invigoration, something that a tonic maybe that's going to invigorate you, maybe taking herbs or vitamins. But you're finding some kind of empowerment in what you're creating with your hands, working with those essential flower essences. And that's going to bring you to the bee. Well, something is coming up now that you're going to be very busy as a bee, making these potions, finding that stability, coming into community. Something you're invigorating and you're empowering is going to come with communication within a community where you work. You're going to be working very hard on being stable, loyal to your job, persevering, and expanding your career. And there's going to be cooperation, but also I'm just tasting, there's something very sweet, a sweetness in the air. And it could be even the sweetness of the smell of rosemary, but that is a beautiful herb to use in tinctures, but also in cooking. There is a time of remembrance. Rosemary is connected to remembering our connection with our source, with nature, with God, with loyalty and faithfulness to our deepest knowledge. And the winter was here because we came into a time of the Two of Crystals. The Two of Pentacles. In winter, you were maybe hopping around, recharging, reflecting on balance and adaptability because something started to bloom now. The buds were coming, and there was a period of ending one phase. In the winter, often things lay dormant. So you can come into this a rebirth, a new beginning out of the old energies of the cricket letting their old shell go, comes a liberation. When buds open, there's a liberation from that bud state to flowering. And then the king of shells, well, that's connected to this Cancerian energy, the seahorse. And this is where your stability, your loyalty, the trunk. And it's interesting, the seahorse almost is like a big trunk, their bodies. And there's a spiraling here, but there's a sense of reliability and that comes with loyalty, but also with harmony. And you're coming into your integrity around your feelings, around what you know is wise, what you know you've learned about, and you've studied this as something that maybe even comes in your dreams. But you're feeling that sense of wanting to make potions, wanting to invigorate and empower yourself with the queen of crystals. Oh, this hedgehog is darling. I love these energy of the Spirit Song Tarot. But you're coming into a time of self-care. Whatever you're making is going to help invigorate you, maybe bring back your energy, get you going again in terms of an exercise or diet or routine. And it's going to bring you comfort and also prosperity, whatever you're working on. And you're very generous at opening up to a time now of expansion, growth, stability. And your deep feelings are also going to bring not only to caring for yourself and others, but to prosperity. And maybe it's some work you do in the helping profession. And now you're remembering your deeper alliance with your source. And that's where all of that creativity and strength and stability comes, a kind of faithfulness. A faithfulness to this inner. Look at this as like a screw deep in the earth, grounding. And that's going to bring you into a time of comfort and a community balance of your finances, we saw with the sense of the bee. Well, yes, community, working with others, being a part of a team, a collaboration is going to bring you comfort, security, but also a sense of you being faithful to them and them to you. So that's a beautiful reciprocity of energy, and it's going to bring you strength. This is Leo energy. You're going to shine at Leo season, and the elephant is ancient wisdom that you've had always. That's what you're remembering. And if there has been any sense of the Five of Cups, any time where you're feeling like your light, this is a firefly, was not strong, well, you're coming back to this sense of invigorating your energy. And you do that by hope, by faithfulness, by loyalty to your inner truth, your spiritual values, readjusting. And that readjustment is going to come with the Six of Feathers, leaving behind a place, a situation that was not serving you mentally, or you don't feel safe. So you're growing, you're expanding out of that toward a transition. And use your intuition and insight about knowing how to move across troubled waters toward a sense of coming into being prepared. And what is it that you're leaving behind with this transition? Where you're leaving behind anything that is not clear. You're closing out one old phase with the world. A new cycle is starting with the hummingbird. You're going to feel just so vibrant and busy and buzzing. I saw where was the energy of the bee? But you're in a period now of the bee, of harmony, in the sunlight. Just working hard, being vibrant, being happy and optimistic about your life, what you have, the seeds you've planted are growing, and sending